Tonight's guest on this episode of Hunter's Eating Hot Chicken, we welcome traveling actor, slider, and all-around great performer, Joseph Bodkin, aka Pongo Joe. From Instagram to TikTok and all types of media forms, Joseph has graced the screen and dreams of millions with his spooky content. So have a seat, eat some heat, and let's get into character with Joseph Bodkin, aka Pongo Joe. Hello, welcome to another episode of Hunter's Eating Hot Chicken. I'm your host, Carol, and tonight we are once again eating BJ's Hot Chicken, and our guest tonight is the amazing Joseph Bodkin, aka Pongo Joe. Welcome, Joe. How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Good, man. I'm glad we finally got you up here from Alabama. I know you come to Nashville quite often, but we had to get you on Hunter's Eating Hot Chicken, and we're glad to have you.
Yeah, it looks like a lovely spread here.
So BJ's Hot Chicken is a local hot chicken joint here. They got a few locations around Nashville. We're going to do mild, medium, X hot, and XX hot. The X hot has capsaicin,
Okay.
and the final one is red Savina. Now, what was it, Phil, that we're talking about?
Tom Savini?
Pure capsaicin is up to 16 million Scovilles.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. It's
You didn't hear that from me.
we did have some pickles, Joe, but I think we ate them all. So sorry about that.
Shame.
Sorry about that.
No ranch either, man.
We are going raw in this one. We're going raw in this one. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll pick up the mild first here,
Okay.
and then we'll do a little cheers,
All right.
and we'll give it a nice little taste.
Mmm.
That was good chicken, man.
That was really so tasty.
Mm-hmm. So, Joe, we usually ask everybody this question. How did you get started in the haunted attraction industry?
Oh, well, I had been doing theater and plays all throughout high school. And I think it was around when I first started college. I was like 20 years old. I was driving past what used to be an old Food World, a grocery store, and it just had a billboard that it looked like somebody had just painted haunted house on it. And
As we do.
yeah, So I had driven past it a couple times, and I had thought about stopping by. And this was like 2010, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And this was probably getting into September, so auditions had probably already happened. But I went up there, and there was a dude out there smoking, and I was like, hey, can I work here? And he was like, come on. My first haunted house was Disturbia Haunted House. And
Shane Dabbs.
yeah, and immediately
Shane. Oh, Shane.
quite a character. He was like, I'll give you a job. Don't break my shit. So it was quite a full introduction, to haunted house stuff. And oh my God, I had so much fun.
It was like a slap in the face. Like, oh my God, there's this whole world that you didn't know existed.
Oh yeah, and I met all kinds of interesting people, and it was just a whole lot of fun. And I was introduced to, all kinds of cool stuff, like sliding and everything. So.
You know how I feel about those slides.
yeah.
So you started Disturbia with Shane and all that down at what part of Alabama was that?
This was Huntsville, Alabama. It's where I'm from originally.
Okay. Near the county of Greenbow. How did you become a traveling actor?
Okay. So at this point, it was 2016, and I'd been at a haunt called Warehouse 31 for a couple years, and I was just kind of getting a little bit tired of the same old. And so I went to other haunts like you do, just to see them, and I was asked, like, hey, do you ever want to come out and guest act sometime? And, we'd love to have you. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I didn't really take, that offer seriously until, I don't know, halfway through my season. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a try. And you know, there was a weekend that they were open that my haunt wasn't, and I was like, this is great. This is so much fun. I learned so many things, and that kind of just planted the seed, you know. And then I would eventually move to California and work at Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. But I still managed to fly back and try out Netherworld, because I had gone. That was another haunt that I'd gone to every year, and you know, before I knew it, I was just like, you know, let me try and make this a thing. So I originally got on Instagram, and I kind of just marketed myself as, you know, a traveling actor. I would take videos and pictures and stuff that sometimes guests would get of me, and I'd make little compilation videos. And if I wanted to act at a certain haunt or, you know, whatever, I would email them that like it was like my demo reel. And they'd be like, okay, sure. And it seemed to catch on pretty well. And before I knew it, I was going to all kinds of different haunts, and I met so many, you know, really cool people doing it. Yeah, you know, I met Carol here.
What was that? First time we met was it a Christmas event at Nightmare?
Yeah, it was over at Nashville Nightmare.
And I was Cousin Eddie, I think. That may have been the first time I met you.
And I was just guest acting at Nashville Nightmare, and you know, I met all those folks there. I met you, I met Steed, and you know, it just sort of like broadened things and made the world so much bigger to me. Even though like haunting can be, you know, a very close-knit community, you know, I felt just so expanded by just traveling.
And when you travel, especially if you go from the south, you go up north, you go Midwest, out west, it's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
You know, you get to a little bit of all of that action, and then, but like I mentioned Erica in the other episode, is at the end of the day, it's still kind of the same. It's all the base is all the same. It just gets different as it spreads out.
You get different flavors, like this hot chicken. Sometimes it can be a little bit more extreme, a little spicy. It gets a little spicy around here.
So that goes into my next kind of question: is where did Pongo Joe originate? So I'm guessing you kind of created this character as you were making your rounds and learning different things. And how hard has it been to create other iconic characters that people can appreciate from you?
Yeah, so Pongo came about around 2015, 2016. I wanted something that was, you know, very stylized, and this is before. I mean, I do my own makeup now, but this is like before I learned, and we'd have our makeup artist, you know, give us like a paper with somebody's face. It was like just like a blank face, and you could draw on it. So I drew up, you know, different makeup schemes that I liked. I could draw, and they would paint it on me. And I was like, that's really cool, but you know, I wanted to have more texture. So they took like a stencil with like dots and stuff on it, and they airbrushed it. And so Pongo became this very cookies and cream looking demon clown thing. And I went
that
with
wild hair you used to have.
Yeah. I rock the bald look now, you know, which has been its own character. But yeah, no, it caught on, and one of my coworkers at the time told me I looked like Pongo the dog from 101 Dalmatians.
Never knew that.
So that's where that name came from, and it just stuck. And my real name is Joseph, so Pongo Joe. That's where that came from.
Right.
Yeah. Voila.
Look at that.
And when it comes, what? What's this?
Damn it.
What's
Damn
this?
it. Damn it. Okay.
What happened?
So, Joe, that sound means we have to spin the wheel of death here next to you.
Oh.
So I want you to give that big wheel a spin, and hopefully it doesn't land on the Chernobyl challenge, because that's really it's not going to be a good day.
Okay. Well, here I go. Here goes nothing.
Twice the bite. Okay.
What's twice the
so
bite?
this is what twice the bite means. So at the end, when we do the final one, we have to eat the whole damn thing.
No, why would you do that? Oh, okay.
Will did it.
I thought I was getting an easy one. I thought I was getting an easy one here.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. Twice the bite means 2 bites. The whole damn thing is the whole damn thing.
Okay, all right.
So it's just 2 bites at the end.
I can handle.
So we can handle 2. We can handle 2.
All right.
So yeah, before we got interrupted by the Will of Death, other iconic characters that people, how hard has it been to create other characters that people always kind of know you as Pongo Joe? And I know you have other characters, but like this seems like, how did you break away from that image to create other ones?
I get bored pretty easily. I love Pongo and everything, and it brought me like so much. But I love seeing the different reactions from guests when I do different characters, because you're going to get different things, and I knew if I was going to do different characters, they had to look pretty wildly different. So I dabbled in doing like masks and stuff and changing like proportions of my body to make just really kind of lose any bit of like Joe or Pongo that was in there. Like one of my more popular characters I've made, Mr. Nope, has huge shoulders.
Reminds me of a Talking Heads video.
Right?
They got the big suit,
But I was doing like a booth thing for the mask maker, the Inferno Effects, and he's the dude who makes all the masks that I wear. And we were talking one year, and I was like, let me be one of your monsters outside your booth. And I was Mr. Nope, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that other haunters were afraid of me. It just created such a different dynamic. Pongo's really enthusiastic and just energetic, and I run around a lot. I don't have to do much with Mr. Nope. I could do a small Batman turn, and it would scare the hell out of people. So it was a completely different dynamic. So I would often choose going to opposite directions when it came to characters, and it seemed to pan out. And then there's some characters that I'll do like a one-off of. I might do one character one year and then not do it the next, because I'm always getting new ideas.
What is your favorite character of all time that you've played?
Oh, that's really tough. It's not so much the character. It's usually the vibe that I like bringing into it. Sometimes there's like a little bit of like role playing in it because I'm inspired by horror movies and stuff. So I don't know, I guess it's more of a feeling than it is like the character, like the feeling of like, oh, I actually get to chase somebody as Ghostface or something, But I don't know. I'd say I love Pongo, but I will like rank Mr. Nope pretty high, and even lately the vampire characters I've been doing, even Rewind, which is not my character.
Rewind.
Rewind hits me in so many nostalgic ways, and I don't know. I love playing that character.
When Erica and I were talking about bringing you in to film that first teaser as Rewind, we had we never in a million years would have thought that you wanted to play that character. And when you were like, hey, I think I kind of want to do this, I think I kind of want to.
Yeah.
You guys will have me. And I'm like, well, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
And you've made it, he is, the Hollows character, something, but you brought him to life, right?
Yeah.
And you've almost added like your own little things to him as you've changed. And I think that's what's great. I mean, he's a vampire that runs a video store, and he's he's Randy from Scream, he's Maurice from Little Monsters, he's Chop Top from TCM. I mean, he's all of those things.
It comes from so many different directions, and that's where I have the most fun, because he can be so dynamic. I can be scary, I can be goofy, I can be so many things at once. Yeah. Give me another excuse. That's another thing when it comes to character creation is I have all these like random talents, and a lot of it was to help me pad the time I was sliding, because sliding's very exhausting. And I was like, I need to do something else. You know, it's a long night, and some of these nights can be very long, 4 or 5 hours. And so I picked up things like juggling or gun spinning or playing guitar. So implementing those little things into the character, it was just like a no-brainer.
You're the first person I've ever seen that's carrying my guitar.
I know, I'm as surprised. I'm as surprised as you are that I could. I don't know why. It's just like I'm always pleasantly surprised at what I can scare somebody with.
All right, Joe, let's go medium.
Medium time.
It is, yep.
Okay.
See, some hot chicken places they're not as juicy.
Yeah.
This one right here, it's
It's got a lot of flavor.
mm-hmm.
A lot of juice.
I hate dry chicken. I hate it.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't care if it can be the hottest thing out there, but if it's dry and not edible, then why even
You
go?
take a bite and just the
Yeah.
crumbs start falling out of your mouth.
Joe, when you were young, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, I wanted to be an actor.
You wanted to be an actor.
Well, I mean, that's not the first thing I wanted to be. I wanted to be a paleontologist and dig up dinosaur bones. But then
Alan Grant, like?
Right. But then I thought, okay, I don't actually want to go to college for like 12 years and live in Montana. I'd rather pretend to be a paleontologist.
Hold up, they don't have dinosaurs in Alabama?
They do. They're all underwater ones.
No.
And I realized it was like a very isolating life. And I was like, I'm a people person. I like being around people. I like, doing stuff as a team, So acting was like the biggest thing. And then when it came to like haunted house stuff, I was like, oh, I like scaring people too.
So you think young Joe would approve of what you're doing now?
Yeah. I think you would.
Top 3 haunted attractions that you've performed at.
That I've performed at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boys, because I've performed at 20 haunted attractions.
20?
20.
Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah. Big and small. I would say Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. That was
When Epic was running it, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. That was an amazing experience. Woods of Terror would be one.
Woods of Terror.
Absolutely.
Another good haunt.
Lots of fun. And Halloween Hollow.
Halloween Hollow. We made the list. We made the list. You didn't have to say that.
But
we
no,
made the
I'll
list.
tell you why. And I'll tell you why. Because I do get to do things at Halloween Hollow that are unique just to Halloween Hollow. There are things that I can do there that would be impossible to do at any other haunt. It's not just a different flavor, working like in such a fleshed out environment like the video store lends itself to so many different interactions. And I like to play it like Pee-wee's Playhouse when he has like a bunch of guests and stuff.
Yeah, like Crust Man coming in.
Crust Man coming in.
Mr. Ha-Ha. Remember Mr. Ha-Ha?
Mr. Ha. I remember. I wonder what happened to Mr. Ha. But no, these improvised bits will happen, and we have so many characters that come into the video store, and it's very unique. So that's definitely why it makes the list.
I mean, the video store is unique on itself, but we fought with making it scary looking or
Yeah.
making it look like it's actually functioning. And I think making it look like it's an actual functioning video store makes it. The lighting is, you can see what's going on. When you go live, you can actually see what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's different.
Yeah.
It's almost like a perfect combination.
Where's that a third haunted house at?
Oh, yeah.
Right. If I scare at Woods of Terror, or if I scare at Atrox Factory, they're pretty much going to get the same show from me. But it's always going to be a little bit different at Halloween Hollow because of the environment, because of just the theme, it has to be a bit more specific.
Right. The internet loves Pongo Joe. But what is something the internet doesn't know about Joseph?
Oh, they have no clue at all that I have a college degree. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any of them to know that, or that I did Shakespeare, any of that. Or
You know, Ernest did Shakespeare.
really?
Jim Varney
I knew that.
was legit.
He's
Yeah.
supposed to be a serious actor.
He was, all right?
He's always serious.
He's always serious. R.I.P. Love you, Ernest. Yeah. I think I knew that. I think
You didn't know that.
I mean, yes, I think I did.
I don't-
You went to school at UAB.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I went to UAB.
Yeah, you told me this.
Yeah.
We've had many conversations. I mean, a lot of people may not know this about me. I don't have a college degree. I did go to college. I did go to college for 2 years, and that's a whole nother story that we don't have time for today. But yeah. Oh man. Well, let's try this. Let's try this extra hot.
Extra hot. Here we go. Now it's getting serious.
I took a real bite. God, no. Mm-hmm. There's already a difference in that one.
Hmm.
Oh, God.
You got a weird, like, barbecue-y, smoky,
Mm-hmm. Got that little.
weird smoke on it.
Yep. What character of yours do you resonate the most with?
You see, that's a tough question because it's not any one.
Here it comes.
It's like, it's all combined in a way. You know, Pongo is a character, but Pongo Joe, I feel like it's an umbrella of my different personas and the different things that I get from those characters. Like, Pongo can be wacky and stuff, and that resonates in, like, like your iconic villain sort of way. Rewind resonates in such a nostalgic, childlike discovery sort of way. So it's all bits of me spread out rather than just like one character. I know that's like maybe a strange answer, but
No, it makes sense.
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, every character I've seen you play or portray, or what do you want to say, I can see a little bit of Joe in each one.
In each one, yeah.
And going back to the Rewind character, your knowledge of pop culture and movies, not everybody can play that character. Like, it's not just playing a character, but when customers come in and try to quiz you,
Yeah.
you like,
Yeah.
well, I got you right here. I can tell you this and I can tell you
Yeah.
that. And then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Now they're like, this guy's legit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is that heating up on you yet? In the tongue? Hit my tongue right now.
I feel it in my lips.
Yeah,
You know?
mine's the tongue. The lips, not so much. It's weird too how different hot chicken. Well, like last batch we did with pepper fire, it really affected my mouth, like right here, the lips.
Oh yeah.
And then this one's attacking my fucking tongue.
Yeah.
It's like like just grabbing it.
It's just-
Yeah, it's grabbing me by the boo boo.
grab you like the boo boo.
Yeah, grabbing me by the boo boo right there. Oh man. Do you have any advice for anyone looking to start haunt acting? Like, what would you tell them if they're about to start tomorrow? Like, I'm going to start acting in a haunt. What can you tell them?
I would tell them to watch movies, truthfully. Like, as many as you can. Look at, big characters. Like, I take inspiration from even like Disney films. Like the hyenas in Lion King. Like Ed.
Yeah.
Just all the different vocalizations, especially from the cartoon side, because they have to express so much with their voice, and they have to make the character come across. So you might hear extra things like yummy noises or like watch stuff like Gremlins, really just absorb that kind of stuff, because that's what I took most to the haunt. That was, you know, my biggest. I think my first like audition when I was at Disturbia, which it was very on the spot, you know. The guy took me into the scene, and it was just some generic like crypt or whatever, and he was like, "All right, give me a scare, any scare." And so the one thing I could think of was like a no, I was it was 28 days later.
Oh.
I was like, oh my god, I got to be as unpredictable and nut job as possible, and that's what got me the job. He was like, that'll work, and because of that scare, he taught me how to slide, because he was like, oh, you're a really enthusiastic, jumpy person. You would like this, and then that started a whole other tangent.
Well, you know, haunt actors are kind of like gremlins. You know,
Yeah.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight. But sliders, we all know how I feel about sliders.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't do it, Carl?
No, I can slide. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I
Tune in next week.
but I always felt like you weren't you didn't have the attitude most sliders have. You were more humble than most sliders that I've encountered.
Oh yeah, the magic of sliders was absolutely just doused into flames when I moved to California. I found out most of them were dicks.
When they showed up in all their gear, looking like Biff,
they got
Biff's crew and Back to the Future 2.
They got their DeWalt.
You want to slide? You gotta have power. You know, and it's like, what are we doing?
They got the stickers and stuff on there and shit. You know.
Yeah, I'm getting warm over here. I'm getting warm.
You know.
That's all it's free.
How do you feel about the haunt industry today as opposed to when you started?
Oh, today. I mean, it still definitely has like growing pains, I think. Sometimes I think haunted houses, they find something that works, and then they really don't want to move away from it. You know, they're afraid to take risks. And I mean, I'm all for like, if it ain't broken, you don't have to fix it, whatever.
Right.
But it's just like, I do miss more innovative stuff. I used to see vendors and stuff that like at cons or trade shows that were more interesting. You know, it wasn't always just like the same masks and props and stuff that I see year after year. And costume wise, I do find that, you know, when I go out and I'm looking for a costume, that it is usually kind of the same distressed working outfit or, you know, doctor or whatever. And I know that has a place that's valid, but I don't see much difference in variety. I think in the industry today could use more shakeup, in my opinion.
We don't. Sometimes going with what you know pays the bills, right? And
everybody needs to pay the bill,
and that's kind of where, you know, it's hard to try a new path or do new things because you don't know if it doesn't work out, you're out time, you're out money.
Yeah.
But I 100% agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you need more risk takers, but sometimes with the climate the way it is, it's hard to take risks.
It's hard.
Yes.
Because time's money, and you know, the budgets aren't getting any bigger, I'm sure.
Yes, 100%. And you know, I go to Transworld every year. I've been going when it was in Chicago. You see the direction the industry's going.
Yeah.
You see what's happening. I've seen it go from, you know, it was vampires, and it went to zombies, and then
yeah, zombie
then the clowns, and then clowns have always been kind of, but and then it's yeah, oh God. So you always see, right? And
Yeah.
I go to Transworld not necessarily to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, but to network and see the direction the industry I love so much is going in.
Yeah, what's the flow like?
Right. And sometimes you walk around the aisle and you see the same damn thing. And sometimes, and this is what caught our eye when we saw somebody like Brandy Beast who's bringing her style in.
That's right.
Or you got a Von Grimm with some lifetime warranty burlap mask. If it breaks,
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And that in our industry, anything that's got a warranty like that, it's unreal. But you see the ones that stick out, and you go, "Oh, okay,
yeah, that's
I want to see what's going on with them." So yeah, 100%. You ready to do the final one here?
The final piece.
So I'm gonna do mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna. You gotta
Twice the bite.
1-2 bites, and then I'm gonna finish off mine with some of this bread. It's gotten a little hard since it's been sitting out, but 2 bites here. Here we go.
Okay.
The red Savina.
Oh, he did it. The whole damn thing.
What is the whole damn thing? Thanks, good. A little bit up. Mm-hmm.
Very barbecuey.
I feel like the last one was harder than that one.
Different kind of pepper.
Yeah, they're all right.
Different levels.
I put a lot in mine.
They taste really good. They taste there's a lot of good flavor.
I think that one was hotter than that one.
Yeah, that one was probably a bit hotter.
I don't understand.
That one was a little bit drier too. That one actually had a little bit more. I don't know. It's like hot barbecue stuff.
I don't know. Here it comes. Something's coming. Yeah, it's happening on me. Joe's not phased at all. He's not. He's
Like I said, you live in California for a year, you'll eat some pretty hot stuff.
Well, I lived in California during COVID, and don't recommend. COVID was a different time for sure, but nothing was operational. We would drive around LA in like 30 minutes and just go everywhere we wanted to go.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, thank you for joining us on this
Yeah.
awesome episode of Hunter's Eating Hot Chicken.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody before we finish up here tonight?
Oh well, just hey, always excited for next season. Love scaring people. Hope y'all do too. If not, you should.
I want to thank BJ's Hot Chicken again for this delicious chicken. If you're in Nashville, they got multiple locations, so check them out. Joe, I don't know. I want to show you a few new things I got here.
What do we got today?
It's a Night of the Creeps, and if you know anything,
Oh,
that is a rare find in the VHS world.
Oh, yeah,
That is the.
Are you gonna put it in the video store?
No, that stays at my
I
house.
hope not.
And I thought you would appreciate this demo tape of Scream.
Oh goodness, this is something I've never seen.
Yep.
Look at that. That's a demo tape. This video box may art vary. I mean, like, the art's gonna vary anyways. Like, I know way too much about this. Like, Billy never had a mustache or a goatee in the movie.
Old Skeet Orange.
That always messed me up. Oh, even the back's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's a find I'm a little jealous.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. All right. I see your game.
Yeah, there it is.
You need some windshield wipers.
I got a little warmth going on back here. I may need a towel. I may have to put this behind me here.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I'm always giving 110%.
That's right. Thank y'all so much. Joe, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, BJ's Hot Chicken. We'll see you next time.
Yay.